We'll see what they opt to go for here for Lehens.
What's it going to be?
Just a Leota. Okay, nothing too crazy. Yeah, so I think DM Freak's really comfortable with how this draft has panned out. I do think the one saving grace really for Nongshim is this King and Rumble. But everything else, I think DM Freaks has really gotten what they wanted. The Vitalia combo into the Neferi, I think Gideon's going to have a really rough time this game. Bot lane matchup's good with the Corki pressure into the Kai'Sa. And when it comes to team fights, just pick a target and kill them as they dive into you. It's really that simple.
Yeah. Neferi as well, not even to mention the matchup, which you were talking about a lot. It is currently 1-5 in the LCK. Was enjoying a very nice win rate over in the LPL, but streak of 1-5 in this game number 1 as DM Freaks will go head-to-head with Nongshim Red Force right now. So, kind of a two-pronged insult to the DNF jungle.
Yep, good moves coming out.
They're just going to walk at them because they have a level 2 Neferi. I almost said Nidalee. Similar vein, I guess, but here they go. And now they're just going to run around the back, and Gideon shows up here with just level 2 from the Raptors. Oh. As in we go, Berserker in a little bit of trouble. Just going to go for the cleanse as, ooh, going to get hit by that W as well.
Yeah.
Nice little combo here, Fisher.
Doing well mid.
Yeah.
Dragon. Yeah, I think opting into this would be very bad for the DM Freaks.
Yeah, and they don't waste any time. You know, you see a lot of junglers that are like, "Oh, we got to fight for it. It's the grubs. It's a big thing. I'm gonna go in and at least get one, and I'm gonna call my whole team up, and we're gonna fight over this." But instead, they're like, "Nah, we can't. Just take the Drake. It's free. It's sitting there." And in this case, it's an Infernal Drake.
No. Didn't, and then came back for later. So now he's 2 camps up.
He is. He's ahead. He finished his first item ahead of time. He got that back in, you know, and he's going to be here.
Let's see what he can do with it.
He's going to be here for the grubs. Dishik already got one, but there's a ward in the pit. And now Gideon says, I don't think you should fight me. Still a lot of CC and lockdown here for the side of DNF. So Gideon has to play it a bit carefully, but he's got his team with him. As the smite is going to go the way of Pyoshi. Pyoshi taking a bunch of damage, but he's just being follow flashed here. As the rest of the team is going on in as the shuffle from Fisher, not the greatest, but the follow-up here from the Kai'Sa finally takes out the DNF jungler as now the front line here, Lehens going a bit too far, trying to bait this fight even further. But it doesn't look like it's going to go much further at all as the equalizer already down didn't do much.
This is possibly Riot's biggest mistake, is making a skin so good that it's just used forever.
Nobody buys the other ones.
Yeah.
As in they go, that's the equalizer right on top. Gideon goes untargetable, but the dive is going on elsewhere in the bottom lane, and this dive is very messy. Lehens barely gets out of range, and Gideon has to flash here.
Good job.
But they're not going for the Drake yet. He's like, no, I don't have to.
This bot tier 2, they got time.
It was such an overcommittal to the top side of the map from Nongshim that DNF are like, you know what? Let's take even more than we thought we were going to get, because they're going to get the charge into the mid-inner. They're going to get the Gromp as well. These are little things, but they're wins.
Both teams, it felt a little bit sluggish. Like, it felt like Nongshim overcommitted top. Like, you got the tower. Why are you still there? And then the opposite side, DM Freaks.
DNF certainly in the lead at this point in time.
I also just think, like, it's going to still be awkward in the later stage of the game, playing into this composition.
All right, Pyoshi in a bit of trouble, but he does flash to survive. And the red buff is taken again.
Someone hit the plant. They all just walk past that plant.
That's a very angry Rumble. Dude, just kind of on the run. There's the equalizer. He has to flash it. He's still burning down. Completed. Especially before that Muramasa. As in they go. That's extremely deep. And Pyoshi is going to just die. I'm not sure how else to call that one, guys. He went in. He flashed, no, he didn't flash even. He just shuffled away. And that might just be an Otacon free.
Can we give a top 3 at least?
Yeah, we might have to have the mad movie. Okay, looking for a little
nice dodge.
and very nice dodge. Didn't even have the scrap shield at that time. He used it afterwards. Yeah, but it all makes sense now.
And Pyoshi has spent time in North America, so
yeah,
he does have a good grasp on English.
That's why. That must have been it. Well, he's going to Weaver Zing up into the mid lane. Oh, there you go. There's the flick back on a Fisher. And he's just going to withdraw. And in they go. They want more. They want to get something for this. The equalizer's pretty huge as in comes King in, looking for some value. Not the highest value Otacon I've ever seen, but at least he got the 1 kill.
I don't trust the Jace.
Oh, Lehens! What is happening? Just flashing on in. Might get punished for it too. As in they go into that back line, the follow-up is there. Gideon in a bit of trouble, but the damage is not quite there. They go way too deep, and Bulldog just cannot extend as far as they did. And call that an overextension where I'm from.
Nothing specific to it.
Yeah, well, Bulldog, he's gonna try.
Oh, the Baron damage came in.
Yeah, this is a scary Baron.
The Hen's going on a long flank, but they are just going to die. What?
That was an insane amount, and Gideon just dashes over the rocks and dies. Kingen as well, he's got a little bit of peel, but oh man, the Baron throw of all Baron throws. Kingen now on the run. I mean, they've got to be able to just okay, well, he's going to get one kill, but still, they stop the Baron. They win the fight. Did not come in fast enough. I say that though, Fisher in position. Gideon here as well.
Steal.
He can easily get over that wall. It's just going to come down to a straight up flip, and it goes to Gideon. After all of that, they also killed the Rakan, but Gideon is down as well. And now it's all up to Jiwoo, who doesn't really have a front line anymore. Flashing on in his Bulldog. Nearly gets his head taken off. But at the end of the day,
just keep running Jiwoo.
Even if Jiwoo does go down. Oh,
the recall. No, you can't get it.
He's going to try. He's going to try. Does he miss? No, he doesn't. And even as Vision in the brush out.
Maybe they just don't fight it for some reason. I have no idea why. Oh, there we go.
Well, this time there's no turret. Your team is there, kind of. A little bit. You got a splash?
I think
that's good.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Nongshim wanted him to ult Yoshik in to kill him. It's a strategy.
All right, Lahan's doing a good job frontlining here. A big threat.
Yep.
And providing that tankiness.
You do try to look for some poke angles. A big shock blast could go a long way here. That was not a big shock blast.
Yeah.
That was a regular shock blast.
And the big one also going to miss. That's just a Cloud Drake to them. The Solar Flare goes wide. The Equalizer does a bit of damage, but no overcommittal here. As the Seismic Shock comes in goes Jiwoo already with a killer instinct. And both teams are like, please, God, don't.
This has been fun. Slow but fun.
It just feels like both teams do not have control over the way this game is going.
It feels like both teams like, okay, we got to respect them. They're in control.
All right, well, they're trying to get on top of Fisher here. That's the value of the Zhonya's. There's the knock, a perfectly timed from Bulldog. And just like that, one step out of position. And Fisher is dead. Lahens has to flash.
Yep. Baron at 20. Fisher's TP, but he's going to be up long after it spawns. DNF still looking. From Yoshik, used onto the not Kaiser.
Trying to get some poke down. King gonna run forward into them to dodge the seismic shove, but might bait his team into a fight here. It looks like they want to have a fight. The turn here on to Dudu, but he lives with the flash, and now everybody's just running away. Presses his R, goes in, takes out two, but he's dead. And now with Berserker alive, they were thinking about it.
Okay, now King and TP's in. This was the mastermind play.
Okay, here comes King and Fisher.
I actually think they just died.
Yeah. This is what I was saying. I don't think you have enough tankiness with these two. They're being burnt to a crisp. Bulldog is just dead. The ult drives Yoshik into him somehow. Fisher gonna die, but somehow Kingen not able to do enough damage, but the Baron is stopped.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Which is Yoshik is though.
I do like how well he's sidestepped the seismic shoves.
That was pretty neat.
Especially because Bulldog has been so accurate, but the one guy, getting in there. There's the cleanse, pretty good against Leona, and the damage is done. Lahens is down, in goes Gideon, and immediately gets blown up. Regretting that R press for sure.
Nongshim right now. I'm not sure, am I at the point yet? Am I at the point, do I hate Neferi?
There we go. In goes Bulldog, but Jiwoo's got a lot of...
No way.
Okay. No, Jiwoo also dashed over the rocks. No, you can't make this up. Jiwoo is trying to get away. He's burning. Will he die? No, it looks like he will survive, barely.
It is now lost that spot.
We're going to need an apology. Oh.
Remember Peanut Shyvana games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Please no.
Please no. Yeah, they're getting their push off. That's the last second of the Baron.
Oh, Equalizer does a good amount of lock damage to the Locket Shield text to really hammer home how big this next fight is going to be.
For this story, at least, I think absolutely.
100%. Gideon has that dog in him.
Yoshik's kind of going in, but not really. Up here on the top side as well. In goes Lens, is getting charmed up. And the peel is there, but the Zhonya's, oh, Fisher in a lot of trouble. But Gideon and Bulldog also getting into it. The flash away from Bulldog, but the equalizer's down, and it's massive. 2 flashes into 4 people! And he's gonna get one, but he's got the TA, and he has the backup, more importantly. As now the follow-up comes in from the rest of Noshim. There's the divide, and takes out the Fed Jace. Berserker on the run, too. And
the comeback, and should be up. I think you just have to let them have it. And I think the thing is, the Elder's only for 1:20. If you push the waves out a little bit, I want to give over both.
13 seconds.
Wait, Nongshim is trying to dive.
Yeah, oh, he lands a solo flare and a Bulldog, the one guy who's not quite able to get out of it. He doesn't have flash, and he just burns down. And now with no Talia, they might just be able to push this one 5v4 even without Elder buff. They have the Baron buff here. They're going to push with the top wave. Dudu desperate to clear out these minions. And he's doing a decent job of it. Looks like the mid wave, though, is coming in. This tower on the top side is getting quite low. King and trying to do his best, but he's actually getting burst down by Dudu. And you can see they're so apprehensive to try to go for the end at this point in time, but they're just going to send it right now. They get Gio into the back line. He does have the Zhonya's, by the way, 6th item. And now they're just going to try to peel for him. Just auto the Nexus, but Gio has other thoughts in mind as he wants more kills. But it's
이번에 바이라게 끝내만해 어때? 끝내만해 야 바이라칸 조심해 이번에 딜러들 바이라칸 공 있다 앞라인부터 칠게 천천히 네 이번에 몸 넣을 테니까 빨리지 말고 오케이 이번에 근데 한 다이브 박을만 오케이 천천히 오케이 미터 영태야 찔러야 돼 너 근데 너가 찔러줘야 돼너 쫄져 있잖아 그다음에 야야야 너 이렇게 몸 넣을게 갈게 끝내자 바이 야 타워 치던가 타워 치자 타워 끊어
Dudu and Berserker doing a good amount of damage. You know what? This is a sort of game where you could probably sit down for a couple of hours and talk through it with your team and pick apart everything. You don't have that much time, okay? You really don't. So the coaches have to be concise, and you have to somehow... Yeah, it's the knob. Yeah. Not really a big surprise. And also, I mean, this comp is going to be pretty reliant on the Zeri. You have a lot of CC. You have this backline carry, a bit of damage from Kingen. I think this is a great Aatrox angle, honestly. The matchup in Anar, very playable. We've seen it go comfortably in the right hands before. And you have so many champions diving into you to get huge value. Ezreal should also be pretty good. This is like a G or bust angle, it feels, honestly, this game. This
is just a protect the Zeri comp. And Gnar can sometimes auto-attack. Let's get ready to hop on the rift for game number 2. Stats. So it's a trade-off, you know? It's like it replaces a Doran's item, but it's like Doran's stealth blade. Just stealth into the back.
All right, let's get you out of the kitchen. Never again. Galio, which we have typically been seeing, and it's like tank mid, tank jungle. Kind of underwhelming, especially when... Especially when the Ahri... So normally you see like the Bruiser Ahri and it goes Liandry's, which is unsurprisingly great in these times. Now you're making me second guess it. Thanks, Brendan.
Yes, it is.
Okay. God.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
There's gonna 3 Talon strike this grub.
Where are the Talons? I see 3 grubs. Well, 2 now. Oh, Gideon.
Gideon just got stunned, and now he's being chased down. Has to flash away. That's kind of awkward, and they're just kind of leaving him to die.
Dead.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, you're super dead, bro. Maybe Bulldog? No, he's
actually
gonna get away.
Bro is maybe Dion's just always disappointed with them.
You know, checks out.
Okay, well, Nongshim are heavily invading this red buff, and life, I don't think you can contest it. You're not all jungle Rel.
Yeah. Gideon wants his revenge.
Oh, Yoshik's going in.
Follow-up. And the thing is, they don't have Zeri, so they don't do anything. They just die. Ezreal and Ahri and Aatrox, but forget about that.
Get chaotic.
Forget about that for just a second. Nice hook there, actually, to deny the crash down. But Kingen on Mini-Gnar is getting so bullied here. Fisher also losing against Bulldog on the left side. They're not going to be able to challenge this Chemtech Dream.
Oh, Kingen. Essence Flux misses.
Yes.
But the Mystic Shot does connect.
He did not use his True Shot Barrage at that point.
We see Lahens approaching, looking for a potential dredge line, which is his Q ability.
It's not
Ship shape. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there's the anchor toss straight into the Aatrox. Dudu just gonna throw that ult out and just run away.
Sorry, I'm confused. You've just control ward. You know there's a ward.
Okay, well now he doesn't have his World Ender, so he's just dead.
Just fire a projectile.
Yeah.
Wait, is Essence Flux just passive? Am I wrong?
No. That's a charm on the Galio, and also a Magnet Storm. I mean, Fisher's kind of just shaking it off, and then he's just gonna ult on top of Lahens. This dive is going massively wrong. And again, Pioshik dives on a top dive, although this time they at least get the kill at the end of the day. Lahens also is just Nautilus, so he's in a bit of trouble. Nice dodges there. But can he dodge the charm? He's sticking around. He's got some reinforcements, and now the charm misses, so he's sticking around.
Trying to get the Zeri in there.
Yeah. Trying to bait this for as long as possible, and it's going to work out. Lahens, he's just so good at this. The Impale comes down, and that is the end of Bulldog eventually. They want to get the kill over nearly the Rock Steal.
나 안 죽어.
I don't die. I don't die.
드리블 하는 거야,
I didn't hear the rest. I think maybe one of the fastest speakers of any pro player, by the way. So when me and Wolf are trying, it's really hard.
Yeah, but
there's the crash down, and Life actually in a bit of trouble. This Zeri, not that bad. Doing a lot of damage. Gonna push them back. There's the charm, but Galio doesn't care about that.
yeah, and it was just not finishing off the dragon.
Down.
So
I feel like she already has a lot of aura, you know? She's got a lot of swag.
yeah,
Yeah,
more than Ezreal.
definitely.
Little soccer outfit.
Freaks have had for a while now, since the LCK Cup, where they just kind of give up a lot. I mean, now they're just getting a charge in the mid. It's going to be a mid-tier 1. And now maybe even a kill. The Impale going to hit 2! And the Zeri ult on top. They're very tanky, but still, it's a kill. It's traded back. The 2 supports are going to go down. Flash away here as Gideon in a lot of trouble, and he will be traded back. It's a couple over to Berserker. And so at least he's getting fed himself too.
Yeah, good answer back. Looking to pressure this tower here. The TP's coming in from Kingin. Doesn't get stopped by Dudu. Beggar!
Oh boy, that is a lot of trouble here for Bulldog. He's gonna take another turret shot, but they're killing the Mininar underneath the turret. As Berserker's like, nah, I'm just gonna take this tier 1. Flash on in! Speak about aura farming, he's looking for the kill now. Because she kind of did a similar thing where you could never get away from her. So a lot of
I think what's crazy is like Zeri's playable now, but how ungodly she was once upon a time.
Yeah. Well, we're playing something now. We got TPs coming in. Fisher jumping away, but Lahens is just going to be the bait that, well, not the bait, just the sacrifice.
Oh,
the flash forward is beautiful from Dudu. That's
Looking to get the dragon. That's the thing, it is Voracious Atakan, so the buff in and of itself isn't valuable. It's only valuable if you can transition it into something, right? Dragon's now down. Baron's not going to be up in time, so you have to get something off this. Right now they're looking at this top tier 2. They should be able to get this. Will they be able to get any more is the question.
So they're looking for life, actually. We do have Bulldog here as well, but the push kind of continuing in the top side. Yes, life will be withdrawn. So Jiu should be able to pick up 200 more gold. So there you go, he does get that. Now they already took the inner, so they can't really push this any further in the top lane, actually, so.
At least to get to mid, though, and clear out that way.
Yeah, but it's not, it's just those 2 things. It's not everything else.
Okay.
It's not mid-game, late game, early game, mid, macro, micro. Oh boy, well, Pioshik's pretty deep, but he does have the Atacon buff still, so trying to make this into a fight in their favor. Now Lahens has to flash away. Kind of unfortunate for him. A lot of damage is being done to Gideon as well. He has to flash out of that one. In they go. Big extendo beam onto multiple, and DNF don't want to give away free. It's cleansable if it's not Rel.
It's down to Life.
Yeah.
Life needs to get on him.
Like even Rel's Q also cleansable, so like there are a lot of ways that you can just get out of dodge and just take an extended fight. You didn't say that about Lahens.
Lahens is just... Oh, they're looking.
Oh boy, just gonna face check the brush, and the Impale is gigantic! But here comes the rest of the squad. Jiu, though, is totally protected and cannot get in on the Galio. I thought maybe with the Aatrox could find an angle, but it wasn't meant to be. They do only get 1. And Pyosik gets away barely.
Ooh.
That's going to have to be flash. Fisher's just top split pushing as Galio. He doesn't even have TP. He's about to get it.
Unless
I mean,
he doesn't have flash.
Yeah, now Pyosik in a little bit of a weird spot. It's just going to come down to a flip because why not? It goes to Aatrox, as that is going to be a big impale and the stun into the wall, but Dudu does survive just barely. TP coming in from behind, but this Zeri is popping off. Lahens might go down. They do take him down, but look at this Zeri. Dudu going to get one. He's looking for more. He goes over the wall. Dudu in a lot of trouble, gets taken out. Life and Berserker so super low. He dodges the charm. He dodges everything. And the follow-up is looking to come in here. The Rush Stone thrown in his face, and Bulldog also has to flash. And those, I think it was mid. It was just like just one kill by one. As now World Ender Dudu, he's just getting bullied on the bottom side. They just didn't have much vision in their own jungle, and eventually they'll just give the kill over. He is legendary. It's happening. And it might just come down to a flip. Pyosik sticking around. There's the ult, but the Galio's still in there. Fisher's just going to go golden, waiting for the right time to pull the trigger as the Meganar. Look at this timing here from King, and it just comes up. He only ults Pyosik back in. A nice ult from Life in that front line. The Hens is going to go down first, but the Zeri, again, is totally uncounted for. They do a bit of damage to him. Bulldog desperate to take him out, but it's not quite enough. Berserker, though, extremely healthy here on the left side. They do take out Bulldog. Berserker on the chase. It looks like King will have to sacrifice. As now the front line, trying to chase him down. This Ezreal is very slippery, especially for these two champions. And Jiu, he's life stealed up. Yeah, he's ready to go.
I mean, if they slow kill Berserker,
yeah, they're just going to do the Baron, I guess.
I guess they can.
Yeah.
They can body block with the Baron.
Oh, he got hit by that.
But he can't heal up. They can just use the Baron to block the Mystic shots.
Yeah. Berserk, I mean, at some point he's going to look to get this angle up top, but again, he doesn't have smite or anything, so he can only poke, and that's not going to be enough.
Yep, good moves
to Baron.
Good patience. Dragon is up. Bulldog's up in 20, but has TP. Dude, it's a scuttle. Just no one cares. Go set up for Dragon.
His best. Ari is okay. Nice charm here on that King in a bit of trouble. Has to flash. Look at that damage coming in. The Impale is onto life only. They do take him out though, as Ziwu's just a raid boss right now. Gonna take out the Xin Zhao. And just like that, everybody stays healthy. It's a bit, it's a bit scary, but it's fine because they still have the Zeri, who is 12-0-3. They're looking to take down this mid inhibitor, and they have the push in top and bot. Every lane pushing in now for Nongxin.
I just think it's so hard from this position. Jiwoo's playing it so defensively. He's about to have that summoner up available as well. He's sitting next to a wall, so if you push forward on him, as Berserker tries, you can just dash over.
Need to get a charm on a Jiwoo, get his cleanse, and then Life has to flash. He has to Q flash and, hold on top of Jiwoo. That's really the only way. As they're going to go in onto Lahens, actually. That is a very nice Magnet Storm, but it does not catch Jiwoo. And that is the main character of this story tonight. As Bulldog, he's going to have to get away. In goes Berserker, trying to take out Fisher. Going to get the Sonyas. As this is getting a wee bit dirty here in this base. Jiwoo, again, they're trying to protect him, but the front line is being chipped away at. Down will go the Skarner. And Kingen about to get the Meganar, but this Ezreal also quite fed. As the house gonna hit, and that is enough damage to take him out.
Oh, Bulldog's about to have ult again. Yeah, so pretty big to deny the soul. Baron is being worked on though, and triple inhibitors down plus Baron is a recipe for a bad time. At that point,
team losing, obviously. As now looking to go. Oh! Pyosik with the angle is going to get onto that backline too. He's actually alive though. They're not able to take him down. And now he's just kiting them. And there you go. The entire team able to tank it up, and they had the angle. They found the desperation miracle fight, but still they were not able to kill King Jiwoo. This is the final fight. So look at Pyosik, he's on the flank here on the right. They're just talking about. They're just like, look at Ezreal, look at Aatrox, no flash, etc. Seems like maybe a little bit surprised by the Xin Zhao. But 50k damage greater than 46k damage.
Just marginally. Berserker was trying. He really was in this game, trying to make it happen. Bit of a mixed bag in terms of overall performances for this team, but Nongshim on the other side getting the win. And I think
Thank you very much, guys. This is Sierra for the POM interview translation, joined by Jiu on the side of Nongshim Red Force.
POM에 선정된 지우 선수와 인터뷰 나눠보겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
Congratulations. Thank you.
네, 지우 선수 농심 레드포스의 포스를 아주 제대로
지우.
보내고 계십니다. 오늘
Nongshim Red Force, your force is unstoppable. How does it feel to get unanimous POM votes?
줄은 몰랐는데 이제
To be honest, I didn't know that it would be a unanimous one. But in the end, I did think that I played pretty well, so it makes me really happy that I got unanimous
잘
votes.
잡아줬다고 생각하기 때문에.
So who did you think would get some POM votes? You know, I actually thought that Lihans did really well, so I thought he would be getting some votes.
또 중요한 순간에 지우 선수가 좋은 활약을 해주셨기 때문에 이렇게 만장일치로 POM이 선정된 것 같습니다. 1세트 이번 LCK 최장 경기 그리고
Looks
최다
like
킬이
Jiu
나올
was
정도로
able to
굉장히
showcase some good
치열한
highlights
경기가
throughout the
나왔습니다.
game.
1세트부터
So,
그런 치열한 경기가
in game
나왔는데요.
1,
체력적으로
we got
조금
the longest
힘드셨겠다,
game
이런
of the
생각이
LCK
드는데
season with the highest kill count so far. So given that it was the first game of the series, it must have been so draining.
이제 한타
You
좀
know,
걱정이 됐었는데 잘 끝내가지고
my hands were getting really shaky during the first game, so I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to do my team fighting as well. But I'm really glad that we're able to carry out and get through. And in game 1, with the enemy Vi and Rakan comp, how did you manage to remain so proactive with Kaisa?
내가 방어템도 없고 그래가지고 최대한
I had no armor or anything like that,
이제 바이공 빠지면
so I had to wait for my
이
team
생각으로 좀 했던 것 같아요.
and wait for the right moment after Vi used her ult.
2세트에서는 사실 지우 선수의
And in game 2,
딜이 좀 부족한 조합이었습니다.
if it wasn't for your Zeri comp, you guys lacked damage,
그렇다 보니까 아까도 말씀드렸지만 팀원들이 이제 킬을 몰아주는 장면이
making
자주
Zeri
나왔어요.
scaling very crucial. So we
팬들에게
noticed your Hyung's spoon feeding and funneling you kills throughout the game. So does your team and Hyung's rely on and trust you a lot?
네.
I don't think I've ever gotten this many kills, but with so many kills, it made the game so much more fun. And I think I just really need to be a better model, and I have to be that person that they can rely on.
And
I think that's what really will make the game even more fun for myself individually. And at the end of game 2, you even sold your shoes, your boots, and with many options like Guardian Angel or Bloodthirster, you went for Bloodthirster. And that really showed how much pressure was on you. So can you explain your decision here?
마지막에 뭐 할까
To be honest,
했는데 이제 피바라기
I was talking and discussing with Lihans about what I should go for my last item. And because I lack movement speed after selling my boots and going Bloodthirster, I was a little worried, but you know, in the end, I think going lifesteal actually helped a lot considering how my last team fight went.
400승, 아주 대기록을 또 만들어내셨습니다.
And did you know Lihans reached 400 wins today? Would you like to take this moment to congratulate him?
400승.
Lihans, I didn't know that you played for that long, but congratulations on 400 wins.
맞습니다. 두 분의 친분이 아주 또 드러나는 재미있는 답변이었는데요. 서포터로서 정말 멋진 기록을 남긴 또 리엔즈 선수 축하드립니다. 다음 상대는 이제 또
What an incredible
강력한
milestone
상대죠.
as a
SK
support.
호랑이
Congratulations again.
진지입니다. 지난 LCK
And your next opponent is the mighty Tigers of the LCK, Gen G. And after the close 3-game series loss in the LCK Cup, you must be so eager to get your revenge. Yeah, Gen G, it will be a very difficult opponent, but we will put our best efforts to create a good match for everyone. And that's the end of the interview with Jiwoo, and back to the space. Thank you.